The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Sarah Chen entered. Her footsteps echoed against crystalline walls, each tap a metronome counting down to something the assembled species couldn't quite name. The Cathari delegation, massive herbivorous beings covered in bioluminescent scales, shifted nervously in their hover seats. Even the militant Vrex, whose empire had conquered 40 systems, straightened their chitinous spines. Chen smiled. It was meant to be diplomatic. The Cathari ambassador's translator struggled with the involuntary whistle of fear that escaped his breathing spiracles. Honored delegates, Chen began, her voice steady and warm. I come bearing Earth's formal application for council membership. Supreme Chancellor Vexic, a Vrex whose scarred carapace spoke of countless battles, leaned forward. His compound eyes, designed to track prey across vast distances, fixated on the human. Your species has been observed for 3 cycles. Your technological advancement is adequate, but there are concerns. I'm here to address any concerns, Chen replied. A younger Cathari, barely into his second molt, whispered to his elder. The translator, still active, broadcast his question across the chamber. Elder Mother, why does the apex predator wear a human mask? The chamber froze. Chen's smile didn't waver, but something flickered in her eyes. Ancient, predatory, the genetic memory of 1,000,000 years stalking prey across African plains. Forgive my cub, the Cathari elder said quickly, her bioluminescence flashing distress colors. He is young and— No, Chen interrupted gently. She looked directly at the young Cathari. It's a fair question. She stepped forward and 3 different species unconsciously retreated. You see it, don't you? Chen addressed the cub. Your instincts, older than language, older than civilization, they're screaming at you. They're telling you that something is wrong with me, that I'm wearing skin that doesn't fit. The cub's bioluminescence pulsed rapidly. He nodded. Do you know why humans have forward-facing eyes? Chen asked the assembly. Prey animals have eyes on the sides of their heads. 360-degree vision to watch for danger. But predators? We have binocular vision, depth perception, to judge the exact distance to our prey before we strike. She gestured to her teeth. These incisors aren't for chewing grass. They're for tearing meat. And these molars behind them? They can do both. We're adapted to eat anything, to survive anywhere. Chancellor Vexic's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. Many species are omnivorous. The Vrex themselves— Can you run for hours? Chen interrupted. Humans evolved persistence hunting. We don't have venom or claws or overwhelming strength. We just follow hour after hour, day after day if necessary. We tracked prey until their hearts gave out from exhaustion, until they lay down and accepted death because we simply wouldn't stop. The Delphine delegate, an aquatic species known for their pacifism, released a stream of nervous bubbles into their environment suit. And yet, Chen continued, her voice softening, we're also the species that domesticated wolves. We looked at an apex predator and said, be my friend. We share our food with animals that serve no purpose except companionship. We cry at stories. We create art. We built civilization not by suppressing our predatory nature, but by directing it. She pulled up a holographic display. Images flickered to life. A human medic carrying a wounded alien soldier through gunfire. Human engineers working 72 hours straight to repair a Cathari colony ship's life support. A human child sharing her lunch with a stray Vrexling. You asked why the apex predator wears a human mask, Chen said to the cub. You have it backwards. Humanity isn't a predator pretending to be civilized. We're a civilized species that remembers what it took to survive, that remembers hunger, that remembers being prey before we became hunters. She locked eyes with Chancellor Vexic. The Vrex conquered 40 systems through strength. The Cathari built their empire through trading resources you could digest. The Delphine spread through peaceful migration to water worlds. Every species in this council played to their biological advantages. And humans? Vexic asked. We adapt. We innovate. We overcome. Chen's expression hardened. You want to know what makes us dangerous? It's not that we're predators. Half the species here evolved from hunters. It's that we're predators who learned empathy. We're killers who choose kindness. We have the capacity for extraordinary violence. And we use it to protect those weaker than ourselves. The young Cathari spoke again. His translator clear now. You could destroy us. Yes, Chen admitted. But we won't, because that's not who we chose to become. She addressed the full council. Earth doesn't want membership because we're strong enough to take it. We want membership because we believe in what you've built here. A galaxy where species cooperate, where differences are celebrated, where the strong protect the weak instead of exploiting them. And if we refuse? Vexic asked. Chen smiled again, and this time it reached her eyes. Warm, genuine, human. Then we'll apply again next cycle. And the cycle after that. Persistence, remember? It's what we're good at. The council chamber erupted into discussion. Delegates argued in a dozen languages, their translators creating a symphony of debate. Finally, Vexic raised a claw for silence. The cub saw truly. You are an apex predator in civilized clothing, but perhaps... He looked at the images still hovering in the holographic display. Perhaps that is exactly what the galaxy needs. A species that knows the cost of violence and chooses peace. The vote wasn't unanimous. It never was. But when the count finished, Earth had its council seat. As Chen left the chamber, the young Cathari approached her, his elder hovering nervously behind. Ambassador Chen? I'm sorry if I offended. You didn't, Chen assured him. She knelt to his eye level. You saw the truth. Never apologize for that. Just remember, the measure of a species isn't what they're capable of. It's what they choose to do with that capability. The cub's bioluminescence shifted to a pattern Chen's translator identified as understanding. Walking back to her ship, Sarah Chen allowed herself a moment of reflection. The young Cathari was right. Humanity did wear a mask, but it wasn't predator hiding beneath civilization. It was civilization, hard-won and fiercely maintained, covering the predator that would always be part of their nature. The trick was never forgetting which one was supposed to be in control.